Hello everyone, my name is Ziheng Wang, and today I'm going to talk about some financial details about the two companies, iQIYI and Bilibili. This is a comparison between the two companies. The first is a logo for them. This one is iQIYI, and the other one is Bilibili. They are all Chinese companies which are listed in Nasdaq, and they are both famous for videos in China, but they have some differences. iQIYI is mainly for the TV series and the movies. It is published by the staff, and Bilibili is mainly for the users. The users can take a paragraph in the cartoon, in the movies and TV series, and the users can put the paragraph on the platform, and the other users can see and give some advice to the maker. So let's begin with assets. An asset is a resource with economic value that an individual, corporation, or country owners controls with the expectation that it will provide a future benefit. And we can easily see the total size, the current size for the iQIYI and Bilibili. Yeah. So we can see the total asset in 2019 for iQIYI is 6.434 billion, and the total size in 2019 for Bilibili is 2.229 billion. iQIYI is about 3 times as big as Bilibili. Yeah. So the second is the liabilities. Because I cannot find the total current liabilities for iQIYI, so I leave the blank here. And the total liabilities in 2019 for iQIYI is $5.053 billion, and the one for the Bilibili is 1.132. About the equity. Equity is typically referred to as shareholder equity. Yeah. So I found the shareholder equity for the both companies, and we can find the shareholder equity in 2019 for iQIYI is 1.381 billion, and the other one is 1.097. So the next one is revenue streams or sources. A revenue stream is a source of revenue of a company or organization. And for iQIYI, the main business revenue in it mainly includes online membership services, online advertising services, content distribution, and other business, of which membership business accounts for the largest proportion of overall revenue. The membership business revenue in the first quarter reached 61% of total revenue. And about the Bilibili, the main business revenue in Bili comes from a self-developed game. It's a mobile game, and the game business revenue reached over 70% of total revenue in each quarter. So the next one is expenses. An expense is the cost of operations that a company incurs to generate revenue. As the popular saying goes, it costs money to make money. So we can easily find the operating expenses for the two companies, and one is $1.3 billion, and the other one is $117.5 million. So this is task 2. For the first, I want to talk about the liquidity. Because I didn't find the current liability for the iQIYI, so I cannot calculate the current ratio for it. But for the Bilibili, I use the current assets and the current liabilities and divide them and get the number 2.42. And the second is leverage. The leverage I calculate the debt to equity ratio. So for the leverage, we need the total liabilities, the shareholders' equity. So use the total liabilities divide the shareholders' equity, and we can get the two numbers. 1.86 is for iQIYI, and 0.45 is for Bilibili. Yeah. Next one is profitability. Unfortunately, the return on assets ratio are not good for them. About the profitability, we need the net income and the total assets. Use net income to divide the total assets, and we can get the two number. And they are not good for the two companies. Yeah. And finally, we will talk about the market value. For market value, we need net earnings and the total shares outstanding. We need to use the net earnings to divide the total shares outstanding, and we can get the two numbers for the two companies. For iQIYI is the 11.62, and for Bilibili is 10.11. About the book value per share ratio. So thank you very much for listening my presentation. Yeah.